Seriously, IoT engineers, if you're still using 3 antennas, what are you doing? This is our second video on Ignion's Omnia, their new 3-in-1 antenna solution, saving you valuable budget and space on the board. We visited Ignion's booth at Electronica 2024 to get a close-up look at their Omnia demo, as well as an in-depth chat with the mother of Omnia.
First of all, guys, this has been amazing so far. Electronica this year for us has been the best year. We had so many people. We attract so much attention around this masterpiece here called Omnia. It's our first chip antenna supporting 3 radio at the same time.
Yep.
It's best for cellular, GNSS, Wi-Fi. A lot of journalists, customers, partners are shocked about it because we are the first one. And I'm here with Dr. Sondos, she's the mother of Omnia. But with Omnia, we are changing RF. We are making RF not even simpler. We are changing the way of doing RF. So
this is truly, so just for the community, this is truly disruptive. Let's just start at the beginning. We're going to talk about this, but what we've got going on here is an IoT system. This one happens to be an agricultural system, but what we're talking about is sensors taking in information, an IoT system understanding that information, and then needing to get that information off board. That's what we're talking about, okay?
Yeah.
So what's important about that is there are thousands and thousands of ways of solving getting the information off the board, okay? That's thousands of ways of doing that. And when you do that thousands of ways, there are many things of how you have to make sure that they all sync and they talk to each other. And what you're saying here is you've taken that and, as you've said, completely simplified the whole process, completely changed the way people see RF antenna and get the data off the board. So it's a complete revolution. In this particular application, they were collecting data. Just tell me about the data that they were collecting at this point. So just imagine this is a typical IoT scenario where we know we have sensors in the field. This is an agricultural sensor. So just tell me about the information that they were collecting in the field.
So with this data logger, it's for smart farmer.
Right.
It implemented many sensors using cellular band. It's to transfer the data collected from this sensor to the cloud.
Yes.
So through the cellular band.
Yeah.
And also they need, for example, for this smart data logger, to GNSS for location, to locate the device. Yes, and also for Bluetooth, for local configuration, and for Bluetooth sensor.
So
correct.
If I was that potential IoT design engineer, I thought naturally I needed 3 antenna because the system was collecting data locally. It was then in a local network communicating using Bluetooth so that they could all talk to each other.
Yeah.
They then needed to understand where they were geographically.
Correct.
Second antenna. And then the third antenna was then to take the central data and send it to the cloud.
Correct.
So if I'm a design engineer, I very naturally think I need 3 antenna.
3 antenna,
because
correct.
I have 3 completely different needs.
Yeah.
Then you came along and you explained you don't need 3 antenna because I can do it with 1.
Correct. Only with implementing Omnia, which is 3 per radio on 1 single device, you can implement it. And here we replace the 3 independent antenna solution.
Right.
And this Omnia, it's has the same similar performance like 3 independent antenna with much number of components.
Yes.
So Omnia, it's we need only 7 components instead of 12 or 14 using 3 independent antenna solutions.
Yes.
Also, we optimize the space because we don't need 3 clearance area. We don't need to have a free copper zone to put the SMD device. We need only 1 clearance area to put 1 single device covering 3 radios.
But there's also an engineering implication where the 3 antenna have to talk to each other, isn't it? So there is a frequency and an integration problem. Is that correct?
Yes, because sometimes we don't have enough space to put 3 antenna. And also where the location of the antenna, it may affect the isolation between these 3 independent antennas. So if the antenna are too close, the isolation would be affected, so the performance will be affected.
Yes.
For this device, we don't have this problem of coupling because isolation is very low, so it's very high between the ports. We have a coupling around -15, which is very high isolation between the 3 ports. So here we have good isolation between ports, similar performance to 3 independent antenna with more simple matching network.